Hi guys, EBPMAN with tabletsforme.com, and we're going to take a look at and do just a hardware review of the Beats Pill. We just did an unboxing and now we're going to actually look at the device itself. So one of the things I had highlighted during the unboxing was the unique packaging that the Beats Pill came in, and it's pretty unique. I would say it kind of justifies almost the $200 price tag for this type of speaker. They put a lot of thought into the packaging, I can tell you that. Here's the actual case for the Beats Pill, and when we did the unboxing we found that there was a little travel hook that came with the Beats, and if you notice there's a little loop here, this loop that we have here. I'm sure that this guy goes right here just like so that if you're doing any kind of traveling, you can connect this to your briefcase, you can connect this to a duffel bag if you're going to the beach, or if you're actually going to just attach it to something that you want to take it with so you don't lose it. So what we'll do is we'll unzip the pill out of the case, very form-fitting case, and here you have the pill. And a couple things about this device. It does have a rechargeable battery. It will last you up to 7 hours. It, as I mentioned, also has the ability to connect via Bluetooth. But one other feature that's really unique, and this is for those of you who have phones that have NFC chips in them. So if you have the Samsung Galaxy S3, or if you have the Galaxy Note 2, for example, those are some phones that have NFC chips in it. Unfortunately, those of you who have the iPhone, no NFC chip yet. So you wouldn't be able to use the NFC technology. So what does the NFC technology do? Well, instead of pushing a button and trying to pair this phone or this speaker, all you would have to do is literally you take your phone and you tap it against the Beats Pill, and it will pair automatically. Oops, sorry about that. So literally you take your phone, and if you tap it, it will then pair. We'll see how the pairing works once we turn this thing on. So you get, with the battery, you get 7 hours of battery life. You have 4 built-in speakers. It does use Bluetooth technology, 2.1. And as I mentioned, it does come with both the cables, both for line in and also for USB charging. So if we would look at the back, so here are our speakers, right? And this looks like it's a button. This looks like it's your on-off button. It's something that you can depress. On the back here, what we'll find is we have our line out, we have our line in, and we have our micro USB charging port. All right. So as you can see, it's not that big. If I were to compare it to my Galaxy Note, now keep in mind that my Galaxy Note is a huge phone. So if I were to compare it to that, this gives you a sense of how much larger it is than the phone. Not that much to it. If I were to put the Beats Pill on top of my phone, and I were to compare it this way, so you can see how much space it takes up, you'll notice that, again, not that big at all. So this is a great little portable speaker, and let's look at turning this on and pairing it with the Note to see how it sounds. A couple other things that we want to look at. I removed the actual plastic cover, not so much cover, but some instructions that appeared here. And one of the things that you'll see here is that this speaker does have a mic. Now, why would a speaker like this have a mic? Well, this speaker also, when you're using it, if you do get an incoming call, it also kind of transforms or extends your phone's speakerphone ability. So this would be your speaker, and as well both from listening to a conference call or a call, and also as you speak. So it would pick up a person's voice as they speak through here, and then you would hear the other folks on the other side. Here you have 2 buttons. It's a little hard to see, but and it's not really raised that much, which is kind of a little disappointing. But this is your volume up and your volume down. On the back, you notice that it says that it has an NFC chip for tapping. And then here is your power button. Okay, so that's your power button. This turns it on and off. Now on the front, as we were discussing a couple seconds ago, this is also a button that you press. But this is a multi-function button. If you, for example, are listening to music, or want to listen to music, this will serve as your play button, this will serve as your pause button, right? This will also serve as your answer the phone call or drop the phone call. So it's a multi-function button that would be used in those areas. So let's go ahead and turn it on and pair it. Before we actually do the pairing, I wanted to show you what you need to do if you want to leverage NFC. Now I'm using a Samsung Galaxy Note 2, and you'll notice right here at the top there's this little N kind of icon that's there next to the 4G and the Bluetooth. And what that's basically telling you is that NFC is on. If you don't see that, this is how you turn it on. You go into Menu, you go into Settings, you go into More Settings, and then what you do is you choose NFC. You need to make sure that's on. I'm going to turn it off, and you'll notice that the icon disappeared. I'm going to turn it on again, and you notice that the icon is on. So this is going to allow me to do the tap function when it comes to pairing, and that's how I'm going to pair to this device. When it comes to connecting the phone, you have a couple choices when it comes to the pill. One, you could use this cable. And again, what you're doing is you're plugging one end of the cable to the actual phone, right, through your headphone jack, and then the other side you would connect to the pill. So you could do it this way. That's one way to do it. But let's try the actual pairing using the NFC so you can see how cool that is. Let's go ahead and turn on the Beats, and then we'll do the pairing. So here's our power button. You'll press and hold. Okay, it's on, and now let's pair it. So now that we have the Beats on, we're going to press and hold the power button for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and now you notice that this little light is flashing on, which means that it's in pairing mode. So now what we'll do is we'll take our phone, which is NFC enabled, and we're going to tap it. Notice how it says, do you want to pair? I'm going to say yes. Now if you look at the back, it should pair with the phone, and we should be able to play music in a second. There it goes. It's connected, and we'll notice that you got a solid light there. So now what we can do is listen to music.